Hi guys, happy new year. If you can't tell, I am engaged. I did a whole story time while applying makeup and how I looked that day. If you want to see that or if you missed it, I'll have that video right here. I am so excited to film this video. I'm doing it a bit differently than last year. I think I called it my yearly favorites and I put everything together in one video. This time I decided to split it in two because I've seen other YouTubers do it that way, from the high end to the more drugstore. So I'm doing that this time, and I think it's going to be a little bit easier on my end, so the video is not as long and I can break it down and also just apply everything and show you guys how everything looks. First, let's get into skincare. There are two that I do not have, but I really do enjoy them. One is at my other house and the other one I just haven't gotten another of, and they're both from Summer Fridays. First one is the Super Amino Gel Cleanser. Now, I actually tried it the first go around with their original glass packaging and I wasn't the biggest fan, and now this time they changed the formula a little bit. They changed the packaging, so much better, more travel friendly, and I really do enjoy it. It's a gentle cleanser. I think it lathers more, and then you just don't need to use as much product to cover your face. It's a very simple cleanser. I'm not too picky with my cleansers. The main part is I just don't want it to dry out my skin. So I've been loving that one. And the other Summer Fridays product is the Dream Oasis Deep Hydrating Serum. That one is so nice. It's hydrating, it doesn't feel sticky, and it just layers beautifully with their other skincare product. I gotta get that one back in my life, especially now when it's wintertime. Another serum that I've been enjoying is the Merit The Great Skin. This is a glow serum, but it's not too glowy. If you have dry skin, oily skin, or something in between, I think you're going to enjoy this. As someone who has oily skin, I find this to be not too glowy. It's like the perfect amount where it doesn't look greasy. It's a bi-phase, so you just shake it up and you don't need that much, and I've been using this for maybe 2 months or so, and I've only used that much. And just overall, the packaging is gorgeous. It's one of the prettiest skincare packagings that I have. I just love to have it on my vanity, or maybe you put it in like your bathroom. It's just really pretty to look at. The Ole Henriksen Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer. Wow, that's such a long name. This has been such a great moisturizer. They did send this to me, but I've barely dipped into it. I feel like this lasts forever, and I've been using it for 4 months. You need so little, and you would think looking at it in the jar that it would be really heavy, which is not something that I would prefer, but it's actually not. I just love how it looks on the skin. It just looks hydrating. It feels so smooth and just layers really nicely. If I only have one high-end sunscreen to talk about, it's the Summer Fridays ShadeDrops. This is my third Summer Fridays product. Can you tell I really like them? I think I've tried all of the products besides their blush, oil, their baby gel body product, and I think that's it. I basically tried all the products, but this one really stands out to me. It's one of my favorite products from them, and it feels so nice. It's just something that you wouldn't expect from a sunscreen. The consistency is very lightweight, feels like a milky serum. It just layers beautifully with everything else. This makes sunscreen fun. Sunscreen is not fun to apply, in my opinion, but this makes it more enjoyable. Now to the makeup, I really tried to only have 1 or 2 in each category, and it has been a lot easier for the high end versus the drugstore. So starting with the primer, this is more recent. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I know I'm probably the last one to jump on this train, but it's really nice. It really is. I don't think it's a dupe for the e.l.f. one, but I do think it holds its own, and it's a really great product. It's smoothing. It just has this cooling effect, and I really enjoy it, and it has laid so nicely with every single foundation that I apply it with, or even sunscreen. It just works so well with all my products, and has also been nice on the drier parts of my skin, which has been like around the nose, around the mouth. I've been sick the last week or so. I still have this ongoing cough that just doesn't want to go away. So this just has been helping with that and not have my flaky skin around my mouth be as noticeable. 2 foundations to talk about, and one of them is a skin tint. Guys, I keep on adding more Summer Fridays products because I keep forgetting that I have more. I'm pretty sure there's at least one more. This is not an ad for them, although maybe one day they'll sponsor a video. But the Summer Fridays Sheer Skin Tint. Now this is sheer. To me, the best way to apply this, because it's more on the pricier side, is to use your fingers and then just blend with your sponge. I really wouldn't use a brush because it's going to absorb it all, and I really wouldn't use a sponge when you're initially applying it because it's just going to absorb it all, and then that's just money down the drain. This is sheer. Buildable, ever so slightly. I just find it to be very comfortable, a great product to wear when you don't want to wear makeup, but you just want to even out your skin. And then the other one, which is on the opposite side of the spectrum, is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation Oil-Free. And it has SPF 30. I almost forgot about that. So I was using this towards springtime, the very beginning of summer before I started to get a tan, and then in the winter time. This one is so nice. I think it wears beautifully, medium to full coverage. I would say it's more of like a satin finish. The reason why I love this is because it wears so well. It has great longevity. I almost put the Patrick Ta foundation, and then when I was trying to really decide, I was like, I wore this one way more than the Patrick Ta one. The Patrick Ta one doesn't wear as well as this one does. You know, another category that I haven't really explored on the high-end side, it's concealer. This is the only one that I've tried, and I only have the tester one, but it's really good. It's the, although I don't have the name on this because I threw out the other part of the packaging, it's the Huda Beauty one, like soft matte concealer, something like that. Full coverage, comfortable, doesn't look heavy, doesn't feel heavy. If you are someone that doesn't like powder, I don't even think that you really need to even set it with it. I just do out of habit, and just with someone who has oily skin, I like doing that. But once I'm done with this tester, I'm definitely getting an actual full size. Like, this is so good. And I wore it as a foundation the first time I got it, and it looked beautiful, wear beautifully as well. You're gonna be seeing some more Milk products today, and that's just because I've been wearing it for the last, what, month and a half. And this bronzer has been my favorite bronzer this year. And this is just the Milk Cream Bronzer. Is that what it's called? A matte bronzer. Easy to blend, layers beautifully. Those two things are very important to me with makeup and skincare. And I think this shade is just a really nice bronzing shade. I don't have a high-end contour product this year, but I do have a drugstore option. But I'm still enjoying the M Cosmetics one for anyone who is interested. So going into blush. First, let's just talk about this brush. I didn't know where to put it. It's from Rare Beauty. It's their foundation brush, but I specifically use it for blush, and I like using it with this product and just cream blushes in general. Ever since I got it, I've been using it nonstop. This is the Milk Makeup Cream Blush. It's in Quirk. So for your lips and your cheeks, I just use it for my lips. This color is perfect for fall and winter, and that might also be because of the I'm cold trend and just seeing that around. But I'm wearing it today. I just love how it looks on my cheeks. It just looks like you were outside for some time, you know? And your rosy cheeks, it's such a cute and endearing look. And this blends so beautifully, and it layers really nicely. The Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasm Beauty Light one in Pinkgasm. I understand why there's so much hype to it, because it is really beautiful and it gives such a gorgeous glow. I wore this to my engagement proposal. I've been wearing this nonstop. I think just the color overall looks beautiful. It's just so easy to blend. So I'm definitely going to get a full size of this because I've been going through this the most. And then my other blush has to go to the M Cosmetics Heaven's Veil blush in Persimmon. I was wearing this nonstop. Not so much now because I don't find this to be a winter shade, but I love it. It's so unique. Like, look at that color. I have nothing like this. I love this formula in general, but this shade, oof. She is so pretty, and it's still available, which I'm surprised. So maybe it's going to just stay. I hope so. You're not going to be disappointed with this blush. It just gives you that radiant glow. You don't even need highlighter. It's perfect. This powder really stood out to me. It's the Refy Skin Finish Water-Based Powder. Now, this is a loose setting powder. I really do enjoy the packaging, although it is bulky, but in the sense that it doesn't make a mess. So I enjoy that because of this. It feels really nice. It's just so lightweight and wet feeling, but in a good way. Less is more, which is why I think this has lasted me such a long time, because usually I go through loose powders pretty quickly since I tend to do it all over my face. Less is more, and it feels just overall really nice. I think it looks really nice under the eyes too. It doesn't feel heavy. If you are not a powdery person but you still need a little bit of powder, I would check out the Refy one. In 2022, I tried a lot of brow products, whether it was pencil or gel, and this one made it to the end. It's the Patrick Ta Lamination Gel one. what is this official name? I don't remember the official name, but it's the one with the brush. I prefer this one over the one where you have to have a separate brush. I'm not like the one that's like more of like a soap brow. This one works better because I have both of them. I'm towards the end of this. It just really gives a great fluffy brow look. If you like the laminated brow look, you could totally do that with this product. Just keep in mind, if you were to apply this after powder, you might see a little of the white residue, and that's because of your powder. So if you're wondering where that's coming from, it's from your powder. So maybe just be extra careful, or do this before you apply your powder. It has great wear. It lasts all day. It doesn't budge. It does give more of that stiff brow feeling, so keep that in mind. But if you got stubborn brows, this is for you. And then to fill in my brows, as far as high end, this is the only one that stood out to me. I haven't done a dedicated high-end brow pencil video. I did the drugstore option. I should do the other one, so I have both on my channel. I really do enjoy this one. I've had this for more than 2022, so for more than a year. It's the Refy one. This one is the darkest shade. The only negative to this is it's very pigmented. Some people, you know, are looking for that. I just have to make sure when I'm using this, I'm like, okay, be very careful. Light-handed strokes. Don't go too far, don't press too hard type of thing. But just a really good job at filling my brows. Brow pencils, I'm not too picky. I think I would have preferred something a little more stiff, but it's still really great. I have two eyeshadow palettes, and I feel like you guys can name both of them just because I couldn't stop talking about them. I couldn't stop using them, and they're both so good, and I still enjoy them to this day, and I'm going to enjoy them for future years. And it's the Il Makiage X Kathleen Light eyeshadow palette. I think this one is called Disco Fox. I am so glad I got this palette. I remember a lot of people saying like, oh, it's so expensive, but the amount of times I've been using this palette, it's well worth it. I love all the colors. I could be more basic, but I can also be a little more daring too. It's very practical for me. I brought this to Florida. I really went into the mattes this past month, more of the shimmers in the summer to beginning of fall. This is overall a really great neutral palette. And then the other eyeshadow palette has to go to Rowan. These are so good. This is the type of eyeshadow palette where you don't want to put in a lot of work. Maybe you have more churro eyes. Maybe you like that one and done eye look. Go for these. I have two Eyes on Me, which is more of your pinky, kind of like your burnt brick tones, and this one is 75, so more warm and like golden. I love both of these. Today I'm wearing 75. This gives you a full eye look without really even trying, and the best way to use these are with your fingers. I really want to only talk about one eyeliner, but I just couldn't choose between these two. They're both so good and they last a really long time. Color, like specifically this one is from Charlotte Tilbury. The shade, the darker shade, it's just this beautiful warm brown. Really unique, hard to find. Someone told me you can get this in a full size, which is what I need to get, because I don't use this shade as much as I use this one. It's just so pretty, and if you have really any color eyes, but especially brown and green, it just makes your eyes pop. And then the other one, you know, I love a good brown liner. This is more of like your true brown. This one is from Patrick Ta. It's retractable. It's creamy, it's dark. No complaints with this one. For mascaras, this wasn't really hard for me at all, and I think it's also because I don't really try that many high-end mascaras. I prefer more affordable ones. But these two, very different outcomes. So this one, which is what I'm wearing today, it's the By Terry Twist Brush. And when I was looking on Ulta, I think there's an affordable option which I'm interested in. I want to say it's by Ulta Beauty, but I'm not 100% sure. Surprisingly, I like this mascara. I like it better with a lash primer. I just love the packaging and how it twists. It's actually pretty effective for me. You would think this would be way too big, but I love using the length side first and getting to like the inner and outer corner, and then I go to the volume side, and I think it's just fun doing this. But it does give me length, it gives me volume. It's a really dark mascara and it looks really good all day. And then the other mascara, which is more natural, at least for me, it's the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. This is a very interesting mascara as well as far as the brush, and has that little hole to it. It has that cool design. I do like the brush. This gives me length and separation, but this is overall a really great clean mascara. But why I'm saying this is more of an everyday mascara for me is because it washes so easily. If you don't like, at the end of the day, washing your mascara like it's a dread, check out this one. But this one does not give me any type of volume. I have heard that people use this on their wedding day, which is interesting because I don't believe this one is waterproof. So I don't think I would wear it for that. And also in pictures, I need a little more like bam. So for me, I couldn't use this on my wedding day, but I have heard other people talk about it and use it on their wedding day. For highlighter, it has to go to the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is so pretty. I got a mini size one, which I think is perfect for me since it takes me forever to go through highlighter. And I tend to stick with what I have. I don't really try too many highlighters in general, whether it's high-end or drugstore, but I just love how this lays. This is a champagne and I've been using it nonstop ever since I bought it, so maybe a little over a month, and I know that's not very long, but I can't stop using it. I always take it with me. I'm heading back to Florida in February and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be taking this with me. For lips, this was a bit harder. I have, what, 4? Let's start with the lip balms. This is by Summer Fridays. Okay, this is the last time I'm talking about them. How many times did I talk about them? 4 times. I had this in my yearly favorites last year, but I'm specifically talking about their 2 new shades. This one was a limited edition last year, but now it's available year round, and then their newest shade in Poppy. These are so comfy. I've said it so many times. I just love how it looks on the lips. It kind of looks like you're wearing gloss, but it's conditioning, and I always have one everywhere. In my bag, in my car, nightstand, literally everywhere. And then for glosses, this one is the one I'm wearing today. This one blew up on TikTok. It looks good on everyone. It's the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Chocolate. I didn't know, but I have a mini one of the one that has like more sparkles to it. I prefer this one. It's more pigmented and I think I just like how it looks overall, which I feel like I need to apply some more. But yes, it does have that tingling effect, but it looks so good. Perfect for fall and winter. I did a whole dupes video, which in fact, that Summer Fridays one, this one is a dupe. So if you're looking for something more of a balm, but have a similar effect, check this one out. And the last gloss is from Patra Ta Major Volume Plumping Gloss. Again, I don't know why I have 2 plumping glosses in my best of high end. I'm shocked because I'm not the biggest fan of plumping glosses. I don't think I really talked about this too much on my channel, but I was wearing it a lot, specifically spring and summer. I love the color of this. Now it's a little more sticky, like the Fenty one, not sticky at all. This one is a little more, definitely more thick, but I love how it looks on the lips. I love this color specifically in Full Syringe. This is just a pretty like lip gloss, you know? Oh, wait a minute. I have one more lip gloss that I totally forgot and I purposely held on to it and I only have a little bit left for this video. So you're welcome, because I want to show you guys how it looked at least one last time. It's the Gizu Honey Infused Lip Oil. I want to get another one of these. The only negative to this is that you have to get it directly on their website. For one, I love the packaging, this curve. It feels nice in the hand, soft, and when it's like in your bag and you're kind of like just searching for it, you can easily find it because of the shape. It's very comfortable. It's clear, so it's not gonna look, you know, like the yellow golden shade. I like the brush, not too big. Of course, the smell is really nice. Did I just get a little bit on my nose? Maybe. That always happens to me when I smell things. It's a really nice lip gloss. You can wear it on its own. My go-to way of wearing it was with a lip liner, the M Cosmetics one in Fawn, because it's a very similar color to my actual natural lips. Now, I don't have any lip liners. Man, I just realized that. I guess none of the high-end ones really stood out to me in 2022. Well, you guys will see some good options in the drugstore one. So then the last lip product, although it's more new to me as far as the shade, I've been enjoying this formula for quite some time. It's the Rare Beauty Lip Souffle in Brave, right? No, in Inspire. Brave one is the one that I've had for a couple years that I love. But this shade, there's something so vibrant about it. It's like a bright red. It just looks so beautiful, and when you see someone wear it, you can't help but smile. It's very comfortable. I don't really like matte lip products, but this one is so comfortable on the lips. And I can't wait to wear it for Valentine's Day, because after Christmas, I'm like, oh, when am I gonna be able to wear it again? Because I don't wear red lips that much. But Valentine's Day is coming up, so I'll be wearing this one. And the last part of the makeup list is this setting spray. these two dominated 2022. And I know they're very popular for good reason. The ShadeDrops airbrush, I got 2 of these last year and now I only have this. And it has barely anything left. Again, I purposely wanted to keep it until the very end to show you guys. Just a really great setting spray. Even the actual spray nozzle is really nice. I think that's what we're always all concerned about, is that, because sometimes it just like shoots at you and like leaves little dots, and that could be really frustrating. And the other one is the Milk Hydro Setting Spray. I've been using this really only just this the last month or so, and maybe like that e.l.f. one because of traveling, so I just didn't want to bring something this big. But this is so nice. Can I say that this nozzle is better than the Tilbury one? I'm pretty sure it is. Like, look at that, and then let's look at this one. Oh no, they're similar, but if I'm remembering correctly, this one is just a little more fine. But both make your makeup last a really long time, and they just feel really nice on the skin. They don't make my skin feel drying, so that's a nice plus. Let's get into the hair products. I don't have too many. This is another category where I feel like you guys could list all of them because I don't try too many. I'm very particular and I do a lot of research, but these two, although I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, specifically these two, I just couldn't stop using every single time I wash my hair. And it goes to the DP Hue Blue Shampoo. Blue Shampoo all the way. Why didn't I do this sooner? Like, I don't know, a decade ago? Because I've been bleaching my hair for a decade, which recently I changed it and no longer bleach. But this has helped my hair so much, and I think that's why my hair has looked so good these last, what, how long have I been using this? September. So September, October, November, December, 4 months. And you don't need that much because it foams up really nicely. It spreads really nicely too. Since I really use this down here, it just works so well. And it hasn't stained anything because I was a little worried about that since it is blue. It's been really great at neutralizing my hair. And then the other product has to go to the Curlsmith Deep Conditioner. This one I just finished up. It's a double cream deep quencher, and I have to thank Kathleen Lights for recommending it. It's so good. And I got this too in September, so it has lasted quite a long time. I use it twice a week. It's so good at making your hair feel soft, at detangling, and you don't need that much. And that's what I appreciate about it, because usually these types of products I can go through pretty quickly, like in 2 months. So if I can get double that amount, that's even better. And then the one that I replaced it with, same brand, I just kind of wanted to try the rest of their line. It's the Hydro Cream Soothing Mask. Oh, you know what? I just realized this is the moisture recipe. This one's the scalp recipe. That's interesting because I really don't focus this on the scalp. Like, I do put it up here, but I'm not so much focusing it on my actual scalp. But they feel the same as far as like the outcome. The smell is different. I prefer the smell in the double cream deep quencher one than the Hydro Cream one. But I've only used this maybe 4 times or so, and I'm really enjoying it. This year for hair, it just has to go to Curlsmith. It's been a really amazing experience just checking out their line. And I've also been enjoying this when my hair is natural and even when my hair is not. This is the Bouncy Strength Volume Foam. I have transitioned to foam and no more gel. At least as of right now. It's just more flexible. And when I go to bed, wake up the next day, I don't feel like my hair is all stringy, you know? So this has just been really great at keeping my natural waves intact and just holding its shape. But then also when my hair is more like this, more styled, I like how it just holds the shape. So I've noticed ever since I stopped using bleach and I've been doing the other technique professionally, not myself, now that I have like the tiniest ittiest bit of bleach left, I think I have less than ½ an inch, I noticed my hair just doesn't hold a curl as long. You know, it still does a pretty good job compared to some of my other friends who have fine hair, but I noticed it just won't hold for days and days on end. That's all. But this has really helped with that. I guess that's it for high-end beauty. It was really hard to do. I think high-end is a little bit easier for me. I have way more drugstore, and I've tested a lot more drugstore products in general this past year. I really want to nail it down, 1 or 2. I hope you guys appreciated that. I think most of you can name all of them, and it really just shows you how much I use the products throughout the year. It's not like, oh, brand new product came out, used it once, and that's it, and you don't hear it from me. I've really genuinely used all these products many times, and you can see that throughout my channel. Stay tuned for the best of drugstore beauty video because that will be coming up right after this. See you guys then. Bye!